Hi Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, this is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your October 1st to 10th, 2018 reading for you. Now I've shuffled and meditated upon the cards, and we are going to see what these 10 days have in store for you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Okay. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, all that information will be in the description box below. Wow, what a powerful first line. See everything okay? All right. Well, Cancer, this is absolutely beautiful. Okay. Your first card is the Hierophant, and I love the fact that you have 3 very, very powerful Major Arcana cards here. And those are, okay, so Major Arcana cards, Divine cards, they are the big arcs of these 10 days. So they're the big things that are happening. The Minor Arcana, they're also significant, but they're kind of the minutiae. They're the details, and this can be changed, it cannot be, but these are kind of more set in stone. So with the Hierophant, in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, this is a Pope with supplicants at his feet. Here in the Llewellyn Tarot deck, this is Taliesin. In Celtic mythology, he is the symbol of wisdom and kind of greatness, right? He drank of this elixir that gave him absolute knowledge, absolute wisdom, and it was really cool because he was a poor boy who was hired by this person, well, not hired, he was the servant of this person, Carwyn, and he was told to stir this elixir that needed to be stirred morning and night, and she was going to give it to her son, who she didn't think had any real talents, and she wanted him to have talents to make him great. And what happened is he was stirring the elixir in this cauldron, and a bit of it bubbled, and it hit his thumb. And he put his thumb in his mouth because it was, scalding. And so he was the first person to taste this cauldron of wisdom, this elixir of wisdom. And he got all the wisdom that was meant to be bestowed on Carwyn's son. So he went from being somebody who was poor, somebody who was nothing, and who was thought to be nothing for his whole entire life, to somebody revered. Somebody who had this wisdom and this, greatness in him. And that's what you are doing, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You are embracing your greatness. You are embracing your wisdom, your triumph, and your success. The harp here is a connection to what you spiritually want in life, what you're spiritually trying to succeed at. You're playing the music of your soul. He's a bard. He's a collector of knowledge. A pope was the person who could tell kings what to do. And a bard in Celtic mythology was a person who could tell kings what to do. He held the stories of a whole entire people within his mind. He could make a king out to be a villain if he wanted to, and spread that tale throughout the whole entire land. So what this is saying to me to tell you is to mind what you think of yourself, and mind what you say about yourself and those around you, because it's very powerful. Know that you are moving forward in triumph of self. Know that you're moving forward knowing what you want. Think of the quote of Pablo Picasso. There we go. He said that his mother told him if he was to be a priest, he would become a pope. If he was to be a, doctor, he would become a surgeon. But he became an artist, and he became Picasso. This is saying that there's greatness within you. It doesn't mean that you are going to achieve international fame, though for some of you, you might, maybe not within these 10 days, but that could be your goal. What it means is that you're living to the highest potential of your purpose, and you're doing so steeped in the tradition of yourself, knowing and resonating true with your soul, and moving forward to what you desire and what you want. And while you're doing this, you have the 5 of Pentacles. It might feel as if you're kind of out on your own. You're going against what it is that everybody else wanted for you, and you could feel as if, you're doing this all by yourself. You could have someone in your life who stands by you, or this could be signifying the angels standing by you, knowing and helping you along the way as you're choosing your path. Now, this isn't saying to be irresponsible. This isn't saying to just go off and do what you want to do and forget your responsibilities and what needs to be done. This is saying that you are holding on to your responsibilities, you are being a productive member of society, but you are also saying that this is my life, and I get to live it the way that I want to. Know that the universe and the divine is right there having your back, is right there with you as you move forward and as you embrace your truth. And it could be that as you're embracing your truth, you're going through a little bit kind of a winter. Think of it as kind of cleansing everything away, making things cold, killing away the stuff that isn't needed in your life anymore, and moving forward. And by that I mean, you know, bugs that die in the middle of the winter, and when you don't have really cold winters, those bugs live on. I'm just seeing here that things are falling away that are no longer needed to you, no longer needed in your life, no longer needed in your existence. And now you're embracing your truth. And the divine, the universe, has your back, even if you feel as if you're on this path all by yourself, or that people don't really understand what it is you're trying to do, how it is you're trying to succeed in life, and what it is you want. And this is going to be different for each and every one of you. This is a general reading, so Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, you are going to have this be interpreted in your life different ways. But it's you learning your truth, knowing what you desire, and boldly moving forward with that knowledge. And here is the Ace of Swords. And I love this because aces are gift cards, gifts from the divine, from the universe, God, source, spirit, however you see it, however you say it. They are giving you a gift to know your own mind, know your prosperity, and know what it is that you want. Now, with a gift card, with an ace, you can ignore this, and it could not come then. If you're not ready to have this mental clarity, because for me, swords symbolize mental clarity. If you're not ready for this mental clarity in your life, then it will kind of pass you by. But if you are ready, and most of you will be ready for this, and have been waiting for it, this is going to be a gift that gives clarity into your life. And it's not going to come as a nice neatly wrapped package that's going to just appear on your kitchen table or your counter. It is going to be something that happens, something you stumble upon along the way, that gives you a greater realization of what it is that you want, gives you a mental clarity, gives you victory, helps bring prosperity into your life and into your thoughts. And you're going to sit there and go, my goodness, it's going to help make you greater. And it could be something large, it could be something small. We as human beings always want that big, large thing, that epiphany that makes you into an Einstein. Well, Einstein's father wanted him to be, instead of a physicist, he wanted him to be something more practical. They had huge arguments about it. So when you get these gifts, when you get this understanding, know that other people won't always understand. Know that you are doing this for you, and you're embracing your truth. Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And that's what this reading is all about. You embracing your truth, your desire, your prosperity. And because you are knowing your own mind kind of better than ever before, having this clarity come in after a time of feeling as if, my goodness, it's never going to come, I'm always going to struggle. You have this clarity come in, and then you have the Nine of Cups. Then you have this wish being granted. Now, it doesn't have to be that this wish is granted in a way that is absolutely earth-shattering, but it's in a way that brings you a sense of calm. And this is the wish that people know about. This is something coming into your life where they would say, oh my gosh, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant always wanted this, always desired this. And you can see it start to manifest in your life. And again, it has to be something that you accept. It has to be a sweetness and a beauty that you accept and are actively looking for and working towards. It won't come, staying all day long in your house all these 10 days, doing nothing, not achieving your greatness. It comes through hard work. It comes through perseverance. It comes through understanding. And then you get this wish being granted, this joy coming in, this clarity coming that brightens your life. And you sit there and you go, oh my goodness, yes. And a sense of calm comes over you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And for each and every one of you, again, it's going to be different. It could be something large. It could be something small. But it's something that brings you this peace, that brings you this understanding. And then we have the Magician card. And I love this card because it's as above, so below. As you think it, so it will be. So remember, we said the power of the mind with the Hierophant, the power of your traditions, of what is true and right for you, is coming, again, is being reiterated with the Magician card. Both of these are being somebody that has authority, has prosperity to them is seen as somebody who has their act together and knows what they want, has this determination of spirit, and has this way of leading others forward that is absolutely beautiful. Right? The wand here. And the wands for me symbolize using your inner magic. And I don't mean hocus pocus magic. I mean that bit of divinity that lives within you, that lives within each and every person. That bit of prosperity, that bit of the universe, the fact that we are all made up of stardust. Here you are harnessing it. You're knowing that you're so much more than even what other people can see. And you're focusing on your own power, your own desire to move you forward. The purple for majesty, the purple for royalty, the white for purity of intention, but also for mourning. Okay, we have kind of two polar opposites of the idea of the color white. So think of it that way. It's as if you're moving forward in purity of self, but you're also probably, for a lot of you, mourning the hardships that you had to go through in order to get to this point. And that's okay, that's perfectly reasonable. But you have this majesty of self, you have this power of intention, you have the gold here, which symbolizes wealth, but it also is a reflective surface. So you can see, so others can see who they are within this prosperity that's kind of shining off of you. The swords here, knowing your mind, knowing what you want, knowing your thoughts. The pentacles, wealth, prosperity, something you value as much as money coming into your life. And then the cups. This is love. This is harmony. This is spiritual awakening. There we go. And this is hard work. You don't get to stand in front of an altar and talk to people without going through the hard work of knowing what it is that you're saying, knowing how it is that you are conducting yourself. Being that powerful force that's able to move forward. And it's having a confidence within yourself that you might have thought that you would never have. You might have never seen yourself as a confident, strong, prosperous person, but you are. And you're bringing yourself to that direction. Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And it's no longer sitting there and saying, what is it that everybody else wants from me? What is it that would make me feel part of a group? You know, but you're saying, what is it that I want from me? You know, even if I walk this path alone for a little while, even if people aren't fully understanding me, that's okay. Because I understand me and I'm moving forward in love of self. And when others start to see your success, when you start to manifest what it is that you truly desire, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, there's a time of celebration. Now again, this is 10 days. So this all might not happen within these 10 days. The cards are tricky with time. So give it some wiggle room. But this is also saying that you are getting yourself on this path. You are starting to see the ways to manifest and create exactly what it is that you desire in life. Moving forward in prosperity of self, moving forward in celebration of self, in victory. And knowing that this time of celebration doesn't last forever. People aren't always going to sit there and tell you, wow, that's a really great job that you did. There's going to be the few people that sit there and build you up throughout your life. But for masses to give you acclaim, that doesn't happen often. So as you are taking in other people's kind of good words for you, you are also sitting there and celebrating who you are. Not needing everybody else to give you the accolade, but giving yourself the accolade. And it's not being self-centered, it's not being egotistical, it's not being narcissistic. It's saying that you are worth something more than you ever gave yourself credit for, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, as you're embracing your truth, as you're embracing your authenticity. And then your clarifying cards are the Moon card, which I love, and the Knight of Swords. So the Moon card represents kind of facing your fears and doing it anyway, being guided forward by courage and by wisdom, the goddess Artemis in Greek mythology, the goddess Athena in Greek mythology, moving you forward in this wisdom, in this understanding, in this prosperity of self, lighting your way and guiding you, even though you might sit there and see the shadows and think that there lies monsters. But now you're seeing the shadows for what they truly are, which is just shadows. The full moon illuminating your way. The owl's eyes being able to penetrate the darkness, moving you forward in a wisdom, in a courage, in courage that you, again, I don't think you ever thought you had, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. I think if you would sit there and classify yourself, you wouldn't write down how strong you are. You wouldn't write down how determined you are, how prosperous you are. You would sit there and tell yourself everything that you need to achieve. This is saying that you start to celebrate what you are achieving, how you are moving forward, the prosperity that you have within your soul. And then you have the Knight of Swords. Now this can represent an air sign, right? This is a Libra, an Aquarius, a Gemini. But this is also you, because this reading is solely about you. And this is saying that there's a brilliance to you, and there's a clarity of mind that comes through, and you want to rush ahead. You want to move quickly, but you're going to have to slow things down just a little bit, physically, and sit there and say, okay, how am I going to move forward? How am I going to achieve my greatness, my success? How is this luck coming into my life? So when you do act, it's almost as if you're pushing down the dominoes and they all kind of fall into place. You're embracing your brilliance. You're embracing your prosperity of mind, your understanding of self. You're embracing you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And nothing is going to stop you from achieving what it is that you want in a harmonious, loving, caring way. You are embracing your soul and your prosperity and your understanding. You have your armor on. You know the darker side of human nature. And nothing is going to stop you from achieving your goals and from succeeding. There just needs to be a bit of patience intermingled with the kind of exuberance of what you know that you want from life. After you faced your fears and you know what you said, you know what? I can fail, I can succeed, but I am going to do what is right for me. I'm going to be authentically myself, and I'm going to move forward in this abundance, in this understanding, and I might be terrified, okay? Because the Moon card does signify those fears. But again, you're feeling the fear and you're doing it anyway. Nothing is holding you back. And I know people say, you know, you can't be terrified of success. But what if you reach that crescendum? There we go. I think that's how you say it. You know, what if you reach that success? And then people look at you and say, okay, well, you've reached this pinnacle of success that you've worked your whole life for, and now you have to do it again and again and again. That's daunting. That's overwhelming. Even if it's subconsciously daunting to you and overwhelming, you're now sitting there and saying, you know what? I'm putting 110% into what it is that I'm doing. And I'm blessing my successes, and I'm blessing my failures, and I'm moving forward. And if you say that that's complete hogwash, then it doesn't apply to you. But you are moving forward in your bounty, in your truth, and in your understanding. And you're doing so with such tenacity of spirit that it really is beautiful. Now, give me a minute here. You have this clarity of mind that comes to you in these 10 days, all right? And it cuts through doubts, it cuts through fear. It's a gift, and you receive it. And don't question it. Don't sit there and say, I'm not worthy of it. You are. That's why you're being given it. From the universe, from the divine, from however you want to call, you know, a higher force. You're being given this mental clarity, this victory, this crowning beauty of your thoughts. And even though you might feel as if you're walking on your own, you know that something bigger has your back. You know that the universe, the divine, has your back and the angels are walking with you. And you start to see, even if it's just a little bit by little bit, you start to see the joy. You start to see the beauty that is coming into your life because you're authentically knowing and doing what is right for you and not putting so much weight on everyone else's opinion. And you start to move forward in celebration of self. And because you have these blessings come in, people start to sit there and go, wow, okay, maybe not everybody, but a few people sit there and they see the change in you. And they go, my goodness. But this is actually you celebrating you more than other people coming in and giving you the accolade. You're starting to say, wow, I can't believe I'm doing this. And you focus your mind, you focus your thoughts, you focus your prosperity. And you use all your gifts because you're starting to see that you have so much more to give to yourself than you ever thought possible. And you use your prosperity and you move yourself forward. You embrace your gifts and your understanding. And you become this person who is true to yourself, true to the bounty and the beauty and the prosperity that you have worked so hard to manifest in your life. No longer is fear holding you back, but you are charging forward. And this does give the warning to kind of hold back, think about things, and then charge forward. Knowing your mind, knowing yourself. And know that as you come into this power of self, as you come into this wisdom, this joy, this understanding, you are going to have opposition. You are going to have people sit there and think, what gives you the right to live your truth? What gives you the right to not do what everybody else wants you to do, but do what you want to do with your life? What lets you be happy? What lets you celebrate yourself? They want to drag you down. Don't let them. Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Know your mind, know yourself, and with that negativity, charge forward through it. Through people wanting to hold you back in fear and in lack, say no. Because you are succeeding where other people might merely be existing. And your subconscious message is right here, the Six of Pentacles, and I love it. Because this is prosperity. This is you balancing the scales. This is you saying, I am worth something. My time, my effort is worth something. And no longer am I going to be taken advantage of. No longer am I going to keep on giving and giving to people who give nothing back to me. But I am going to live my truth, my bounty, and my peace. And do so with absolute prosperity of self. Making sure, think of this as this is my Minor Arcana Justice card. Moving forward in justice of self. Seeing the unbalance, the imbalance in your life. And saying, you know what, no. Now it's time to rectify it. Now it's time to have this bounty come in. And I'm not going to give and give until there's nothing left, not even for me. I'm going to give first to myself, kind of recharge my battery, keep myself in this place of prosperity and wisdom and beauty. And then I'm going to give to everybody else. Because people will take and take from you until there's nothing left. Now you're embracing your truth and your understanding. And you're saying, you know what? I really am worth so much more than I ever gave myself credit for. And this is beautiful. Your energy is beautiful, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, and your determination is absolutely lovely. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. Bye.